Two heavyweights in the travel credit card world: Chase Sapphire Preferred and Amex Platinum. One big question: which one really delivers? On the left, the versatile value hunter, Chase Sapphire Preferred. And on the right, the luxury legend, Amex Platinum. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, here's our game plan. We're looking at annual fee, welcome offer, ongoing rewards, travel perks and protections, point redemption flexibility, and, yeah, those lifestyle extras. Picture it like a mind map. Every branch, every detail. Ready? Let's jump in. All right, first up, annual fee. So, the Chase Sapphire Preferred comes in at just $95 a year. Seriously, it's basically pocket change in the world of premium cards. And with that $50 hotel credit, some folks are almost not even feeling that annual fee at all. Downside? You're not getting crazy luxury perks, but honestly, for most people, that's fine. Now, Amex Platinum. Yikes. $895 a year. I know, it kind of hurts to even say that. Like, you gotta really want those bells and whistles. Sure, if you use every credit, technically you could offset most of the fee. But some of those credits are tricky to use. Winner here, Chase Sapphire Preferred. Way easier on your budget. Moving on, let's look at welcome offers. The Sapphire's got 75,000 points if you hit $5,000 spend in 3 months. That's like over $1,300 if you book through Chase Travel. Not bad, right? You just got to be quick with that spend. On the other hand, Amex Platinum is flexing in 2025 with up to 175,000 Amex points for $8,000 spend over 6 months. That's literally the highest bonus out there right now. But dude, $8,000 is not a small ask. And that bonus really depends on the offer you get. So it's bigger, but harder to snag. Winner? Amex Platinum, for sure, if you can swing that massive spend. Next up, ongoing rewards. Chase Sapphire Preferred. This card is basically designed for actual people. You get 5x on travel when you book through Chase, 3x on dining, streaming, groceries online, and 2x on regular travel. It's super flexible for your daily vibes. Sure, non-category stuff is just 1x, but you know, most cards do that. Amex Platinum, you do get 5x on flights and hotels, but only when you use Amex Travel and up to a wild $500K a year. Otherwise, most spending is just 1x. Unless you're jet setting for breakfast, it's tough to rack up points on everyday stuff. So Chase Sapphire Preferred takes this one. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that in 2024, Amex Centurion Lounge users sipped 3.4 million complimentary drinks worldwide? Like, that's enough to fill a small lake. Just saying. Now, let's get fancy with travel perks and protections. Chase Sapphire Preferred packs some good travel insurance and rental car coverage. Great if you're on a budget and like peace of mind. Plus, no foreign transaction fees. But you're not getting that private lounge magic. Now, Amex Platinum, it's the full VIP experience. Centurion Lounge access, priority pass, fine hotels and resorts extras. You want to feel like a celebrity in airports? This is the card. Loads of perks and statement credits too. Although, honestly, keeping track of all those credits could be its own side hustle. Winner here, Amex Platinum, hands down. All right, let's talk about how easy it is to actually use your points. So, Chase Sapphire Preferred lets you transfer one-to-one to some solid hotel and airline partners. Plus, if you book travel right in the portal, you snag extra value, sometimes up to 75%. Downside? Not a lot of upgrade magic for elite travelers. Amex Platinum is nearly identical in flexibility. Mad points transfer options, tons of airline and hotel partners. You can also redeem for travel or even statement credits. Sometimes the value dips if you're not transferring to partners, but honestly, both cards rock at this in their own way. So yeah, gonna call it a tie here. Time for lifestyle and extras. With Sapphire Preferred, you get the solid basics. It's straightforward, not much frill. Great if you're just here for the travel rewards. Not so much here for extras. The Amex Platinum, though, it's basically a lifestyle experience. We're talking Uber credits, Saks Fifth Avenue credits, Wellness perks, Equinox VIP concierge. The catch? It can be a little overwhelming. And honestly, A lot of this is way better if you actually live in a big city and travel a ton. Winner? Amex Platinum, obviously.
Let's map it all visually. If you put these two cards on a radar chart, Amex Platinum spikes for luxury perks, travel benefits, and lifestyle. Chase Sapphire Preferred dominates on value, everyday rewards, and that super-friendly annual fee. Seeing the strengths side by side makes the differences pretty clear, right?
So, you know what? If you're after the absolute best value and want a card that's easy, Chase Sapphire Preferred is the move. But if you go all in on travel, love the finer things, and actually use those statement credits, Amex Platinum's going to be the showstopper. Pick what fits your vibe, but don't pay for perks you'll never use.
Found this helpful? Head over to chase.com or americanexpress.com to check the latest offers and updates. Go on, see which card vibe matches you.